Hello Libra, so I'm doing your weekly tarot for May the 5th to the 12th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out what it is that's working for you at this time. And of course, we're seeing how it is likely going to play out, okay? So you have got going the distance, and this one says endurance, strength, the long haul. Thinking long term, do not fear the occasional obstacle. Oh, what does that say? Harmony and dedication. Okay, so yeah, that's quite a loaded message there, Libra. Going the distance, having the endurance, the strength, the courage required to stick to it, okay? So making a decision and sticking to it once you have made up your mind, being committed about your journey, being committed about your path, not allowing anyone or anything to dissuade you, not allowing for distractions, okay? That does require a certain mindset, and the mindset of, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know how to get there, and I'm not going to allow anyone or anything to get in my way, okay? Yes, there is an amount of stubbornness with this energy, so I feel that you being stubborn is actually going to be one of your major strengths this week, okay, Libra? So making a decision and sticking to it, being committed to what it is that you have decided, all right? Not being easily led either, because you know how some people can be easily persuaded to change their mind. You're definitely not doing that this week. Absolutely not. Right, at the bottom of the deck, time to go. There it is. Exactly. Time to go. Endings, completion, nothing more to learn from this situation. Take stock of what you have learned and move on to new experiences. Okay, so you're welcoming in the new energy, the new experiences in life. You're welcoming in new opportunities as well, dedicated to your new chapter in life. You've got number 47 and 45. So number 4 is going to be quite interesting for you this week. All right, keep a lookout for number 4. That means stability and foundational work for the future. It means that what you're doing, there are valid reasons behind what you're doing, and it's all the building blocks for a stable future, okay? So definitely long-term thinking, right? That's your number 4s. Right, let's take a deeper dive into this energy with the tarot, and we'll see if we can get more specific messages out for you. So can you tell us about this going the distance and time to go, please? Some of you guys might have strong Pisces placements in your own chart. Okay. Going the distance is usually associated with Piscean energy. So it's just a little bit of additional information there for anyone who does know their birth chart, of course. Right, can you tell us more about going the distance and time to go for Libra, please? The Ace of Swords, yeah. The Ace of Swords can cut through anything, all right? It's one of those energies where it doesn't matter what is right in front of you or what you feel is maybe stopping you or has the potential to stop you or slow you down. That Ace of Swords energy can cut through anything. That's your mindset. I know sometimes it can indicate, sorry about my alarm, sometimes it can indicate truth and clarity and a meaningful conversation. For your particular reading, Libra, I feel that this is saying that there is no issue, no problem this week that is going to stop you from achieving your end goals, okay? So your mindset, actually, you're in a really good place this week, a really good place. Because again, it's like, you know how it is. Sometimes we get this strange mindset on where we're like, oh, it feels too hard, it feels too difficult, and then another problem crops up and you're like, okay, well, that kind of seals the deal, fine, fuck it, I'll forget about it then. Do you know what I mean? It's like sometimes we can get these funny heads on us, and we're almost looking for excuses not to persevere, not to keep trying, right? Your energy is very much the total opposite to that, so that's what I mean. You're in a really, really strong position this week, Libra, where you're very much like, okay, this problem's cropped up, not a problem. I'm just going to cut straight through it. Like this one, like a hot knife through butter, okay? Nothing's a bother for you this week. Nothing's an issue for you this week. Yeah, there it is. The Fool, exactly. Surrender, release, allowing yourself to go with the flow, okay? You not forcing anything. Definitely being in this place of acceptance, okay? So your head space is really keeping you in control, because you're very much like, I'm just going to give it my best shot. I'm going to see what happens. And there is definitely an energy of you enjoying the moment as well, of you enjoying the journey, of you, I want to say, see with that dark water, you enjoying the mystery as well. Okay, so no longer afraid of what it is that you don't know, no longer scared when you don't have the answers for everything, because again, that's not going to stop you. It's not going to slow you down. You're definitely in the best place that I've seen you in for a long time, Libra. Deep knowing for why this is happening. So that is intrinsically connected to your own intuition, okay? It's definitely High Priestess energy. And again, with the fours, this one is number 43. I've already mentioned Libra. You might find yourselves being plagued with the number 4 this week, okay? On the microwave, on your computer, on, I don't know, just everywhere, on number plates, okay? The number 4 is very much going to be in your face pretty constantly. And again, it's a positive signal that you're making all of the right moves at exactly the right time. That everything that you do this week, it has meaning, it has purpose, and it has long-term positive consequences. Okay. So follow the number 4s. Intuition, empathy, higher sensitivity, tune in and trust your vibes. Hunches will pay dividends. Okay, so if you've got a hunch about anything, pull on that thread, see where it leads. Okay. So why this is happening? Because you're in tune with your intuition, your higher self, whichever label you prefer to give it. Okay. You're in tune with the energies around you. You're no longer fighting against the universe. You're very much in the flow. And I do love this for you, Libra, because it does make a refreshing change. So you might even find that this week is one of the more stress-free weeks that you have had in a long, long time. Okay, you've got the you got the World and the Wheel of Fortune, like literally. I cannot make it up. 2 major arcana here back to back. You've had 3 major arcana in a row. The Fool, the World, the Wheel of Fortune. Why is this happening? Because this is your moment to really shine, Libra. And again, I don't want to try and squeeze too much out of the tea bag here, okay? You're literally closing out old cycles. The World is a card of victory, all right? It definitely is. And the Wheel of Fortune's fate, karma, destiny, things going in the right direction for you, things finally moving, is you being completely in the flow, in the vibe, okay? Honestly, Libra, with this sort of energy, vibe and mindset, you're unfucking touchable this week. Okay, I will say that you're untouchable this week. So there is absolutely nothing that you're not going to be able to achieve this week. Like literally, you set your mind to it, you set your goals, set your targets, you take action towards that, you're literally going to ace it. Okay. I'm feeling here as well that certain karmic ties are closing out. Now, obviously, I don't know specifically what that means for you, right? It's going to mean lots of different things for lots of different Librans. Karmic ties could be no longer dealing with certain people, okay? It could mean finally moving or selling a home that's got like bad vibes or something like that attached to it, okay? It could be making the decision that certain ways of thinking for you just wasn't working out. Maybe it was karmic habits that you had, whatever, however it resonates for you, you're closing all of that out this week, okay? So you're definitely positioning yourself in a position of a lot of power, okay? I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of power that's coming through this energy. So that's exactly why you're seeing all of this change up that's going on in your lived experience, because Libra, it's you that's doing it. It's you that's doing it, either consciously or subconsciously. This is coming from you, right? And I love this for you. It's about time. Now you've got a number 9, which is Treasure Island, and it says the law of attraction is bringing your dreams to fruition. You're manifesting, abundance is appearing, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. Okay. So fairly self-explanatory here, Libra. This is in your blind spot. So this is going on in your subconscious, right? Treasure Island, that is successful manifesting, right? It's you recognizing your worth and your value and you being in alignment with that. Okay, and you successfully creating that in your lived experience as well. Now, with this one, I always say pay particular close attention to this one, because in my personal experience, whenever this one comes out, it's a yes. It's a huge yes. So, for example, if you've recently sat any exams, or any tests or that, then it's a pass. Okay, you've passed the test or you've passed the exams. Could be spiritual, could be in your physical actual reality. Job applications, again, same deal. It's a yes, it's a pass, you've gotten through. Okay, if you're putting forward for like design ideas, or if you're a creative of any type, you're getting published, you're getting advertised, you got support, okay? That's normally how I have seen this one work out in people's physical realities, okay? It's huge, yes. It could be extensions on commitments that you've made, like financial. This could be you closing out old debts as well, right? Finding yourself with more money at the end of every month as well, because the final last of the debts are all being paid off. Okay, promotions as well. I've seen that happen with this card too. So do pay very, very close attention to this one, because it definitely does indicate that there is good news, good opportunities that are coming through for you. Okay, it's Treasure Island. Not everybody, it's not available for everybody, because again, it is Treasure Island. If you recall, it's very, very secretive. Only a certain amount of people know where the treasure is buried on the island. Okay, Libra, you're one of them. All right, just to try and put a bit of a metaphor to this, can you tell us more for Libra's blind spot? So expect good things. Definitely expect good things, Libra. You've got the Queen of Cups that's coming out as well, right? You can trust what you feel at this time. Yeah. Six of Swords as well. Surrendering the past, moving on from everything that has been holding you back up until this point. Again, with it being blind spot, there is an emotional acceptance here about how something didn't work out, and you're okay with it. You're absolutely okay with it, because what you're receiving in return of whatever it was that didn't work out is far superior anyway. Okay, far superior. Yeah. What is working for you this week? I told you. Look, milk and honey for what is working out for you. The taste of prosperity, opportunities, born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, and I can't read that. Oh, your needs are being met. Yeah, so your dedication to you meeting your own needs is really your superpower this week, Libra, okay? Not selfishness. Do you know what I mean? It's you, because you're tasting prosperity and success and what that means to really be completely happy, fulfilled and content with what you have created in your life. It's actually encouraging more of that energy to surround you, that you can work with, that you can utilize. Okay, so the type of success that we're looking at here, Libra, is the type of success that stays. Okay, so it's one thing to be able to create success, whatever your version of success might be, and it's quite another to be able to retain that, to hold on to it, and then to further increase on the success that you already have. You're nailing all of that, Libra. Okay, and again, with it being a rainbow, what is it they say about rainbows? You have to experience the rain first before you can enjoy the rainbow, right? This is literally, times are good for you, right? You're coming into a lot of positive change. And again, the positivity just keeps on continuing, Libra, with the Six of Wands, okay? You could be getting publicly recognized for something here. I feel like other people are wanting to celebrate you, to celebrate with you, okay? You're definitely going to be experiencing that people are incredibly polite to you this week. Now, a part of you might feel, oh, okay, that's a bit weird. I'm not used to strangers being polite to me, but that's fine, okay? Start getting used to this new life experience. Because it's here and it is here to stay, okay? Just because you're vibing differently, other people are picking up on that and they're responding to you differently now as well, okay? So, I mean, I don't know what else I can say to that, Libra. This is absolutely fantastic for you. I do love seeing such a gorgeous result coming out, and you've done this. Because you need to keep in mind as well with tarot, it is a temperature check, okay? It's a temperature check. It responds to the energy that you've been putting out, or the energy that others have been putting on you, okay? It's literally just a temperature check. You have to keep in mind, all of this is totally a result of your hard work, of your dedication, of your perseverance, of your ability to really go with your intuition, go with what you know is right for you. It's like you know what works, you know what doesn't work. You're not repeating anything here that hasn't worked out for you, because Spirit was saying there. It was there. You know exactly what doesn't work for you, so you're not repeating those mistakes, okay? You've unlocked, again, I'm sorry to sound a bit woo here, Libra, bear with me. It feels like you have unlocked a secret part of yourself, like a secret part of your own code. Okay. It's really interesting, yeah. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. That's coming out as secrets. Can you tell us more about the Seven of Swords for Libra? I'm going to see if there is anything nefarious connected to that Seven of Swords, okay? Because again, some of these, you'll know already, some cards in the deck have got a bit of a more negative connotation connected to it, so I just need to make sure that there's nothing like that going on. For the most part, though, I do feel, because again, like we're clarifying milk and honey and the Six of Wands, you've unlocked a secret part of your own code. Okay. I'm also feeling here as well, Libra, now that I'm focused on this Seven of Swords, I do feel that you might well be the topic of someone's gossip, someone's conversations, but please don't focus on that, because remember, you've got to stay focused on what you're doing up here, okay? If there's anything like that going on, that's just a temporary distraction, and that you've to leave them to it, okay? Because if anybody's going to be short-sighted and small-minded enough to have your life as being the topic of their conversation, then that tells you everything that you need to know about how boring their fucking life must be, okay? But again, it's coming out in the context of what is working for you, Libra. So in that context, the Seven of Swords is saying there's always a better way to do things. And apparently, Libra, you have been working yourself to death here, okay? The Eight of Pentacles that's come out off balance. You've been doing overtime. You've not really been resting, socializing, okay? You've been hard at it, okay? You've been on the grind, and with that coming out off balance, that Spirit's way is saying, Libra, allow yourself some private you time this week, okay? There's a better way of doing things. You can't be constantly on the grind. That's not healthy for anybody, okay, Libra? Right, so how this is likely going to play out, you've got to the sea, and it says being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how all of the pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. So now you're able to really piece all of the events together, and you can really see where your turning point has been, okay? And again, you being in the flow. Can you tell us more for Libra? Oosh, the moon. That's a very, very subconscious energy. Did I mention about Pisces energy before? I can't remember if I did, Libra. If I didn't mention Pisces energy, it's going to be there with Go the Distance, but you've also got it here as well with the moon and the hangman being back to back with each other. Again, check your birth chart. Okay, there's going to be strong Pisces there for some of you guys. That's really taking the forefront this week. So you might find that your psychic abilities or your intuition is super tuned and sharp this week, okay? You could be dealing with a Pisces also in some capacity, okay? Now, I feel here, to the sea, the moon and the hangman, I feel like you've gone quiet on someone recently and they don't like it, okay, Libra? I kind of feel like this person is looking for some sort of closure from you, which is fair enough. But then for the rest of you where that doesn't resonate, I feel like you are likely going to start going a little bit quieter this week. Just deep in contemplation. And you know what else I'm feeling with this one, Libra? That you're taking a deep dive into your own spirituality here. Because something unfolds for you this week that demonstrates to you your true, again, I hate to sound too woo, how powerful your sixth sense is, how powerful your intuition is. This here feels very, very peaceful. Okay, sometimes the moon can be about fears and stuff. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that for your energy, Libra, at all. I'm genuinely not. I'm getting this as you being deep in contemplation. You really seeing evidence of how powerful your spiritual gifts and abilities are. Okay, because again, we're clarifying to the sea. Right. The pieces of the puzzle are all starting to click together. Most definitely. Strongest overall message, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. There is no need for you to push yourself, for you to force yourself. There is no need for you to stress, overthink, worry. Okay, no need for any of that. This is literally take it as it comes. Okay. Beautiful. Right, let's get a healing message for you all. That can also say that you're coming into money as well. Right, it can indicate that you're coming into money that you've been waiting a long time for, and it comes in at exactly the right moment that you need it to, so that you can pay off other debts as well. Okay. Right, let's get you a healing message. Can I have a healing message for Libra, please? Thank you. Oh, look, that one's in the reverse. You got two of them, and they're both reversed. We'll get into the reversals in a minute, okay? This one says Exalted Moon, Self-Regulation, and Dark Side of the Moon, Mystery. Now, I don't think that all of these decks have actually got rainbows in. No, they don't. All of these decks, all of these cards. Right? Moonflower and Take a Risk. So that one's fairly self-explanatory. I had a look at this card here to prove to you that not all of these cards in this deck have got rainbows in them. So we've got another piece of the puzzle that's just come to light here, okay, Libra? Two rainbows here, okay, and then a third one there, okay? So rainbows, very, very important, alongside the number 4. All right. Literally, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The hard times are over for you here, Libra. The hard times are over here because you followed your heart. You trusted what you knew deep within yourself. You took a risk, and the risks that you've taken are paying off. Okay, keep a lookout for the symbols of the rainbow. Yeah, self-regulation and mystery. Now, I feel here with this self-regulation message, because it came out in the reverse, I feel like more recently you might have been, I'm getting all tongue-tied. You might have been struggling with being able to regulate your own emotions, okay? Stress will do that to you. Stress will absolutely do that to you. So we want to focus on the positive aspects of this card. You taking back your power, okay? You being more in control of your own emotions, of your own responses, and therefore you're taking away the power from other people for them to be able to affect you in a negative way, okay? And then mystery. Right, let's take a look at mystery. So I'll get you the full healing message for this one. Dark Side of the Moon, it's on, right, number 32, or page 32. Let's take a look. Okay, so drawing this card suggests that the way forward is not yet brightly lit, so to speak. There is mystery surrounding your question. You probably already sensed that. It could be that someone isn't being entirely upfront with you, but don't be alarmed. It may simply be that whoever this question involves doesn't yet feel fully ready to show all of their cards, or perhaps the situation that you're inquiring about hasn't yet fully evolved to its final state, and at this point it's just impossible to know the answer to your question. So the best thing to do is to work with what you do know and surrender the need to know everything. On the one hand, it could be that the answer to your question is shrouded in darkness because there might be some foul play that's happening, but on the other hand, it could be that you just don't know anymore, or at least not yet. So stay optimistic rather than focusing on any fears that you might have about your situation. Okay. Additional meanings for this card: you have free will. Some things are better left unsaid. Trust the universe and see what happens. Face any fears around your question and see your glass as half full. Okay. So yeah, it's all a bit of a mystery at the moment, but you know what? Mysteries soon enough will reveal themselves in due course. Okay, Libra? Right, so let's see if we can uplift the energy with some wonderful words of wisdom from the Swear Tarot. Obviously, there is swearing and sarcasm contained within this deck. If you don't like that sort of thing, then you just don't have to listen, okay? It's just a little bit of fun at the end of your reading, because there's no point in being serious all of the time, okay? That's just silly. Right, well, someone stirred the shit pot, so what do they expect, right? It says you stirred the shit pot. What do you expect? I don't feel like you stirred the shit pot, Libra. I feel like someone has stirred the shit pot, not necessarily you. Reach out to a kind weirdo for some unexpected fun. We like that one. And at the bottom of the deck, if you want instant wealth, cash in your swear jar. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful, Libra. If you did find that reading beneficial for you in any way at all, I definitely would appreciate a cheeky wee like on my video. That's going to help me so much. Yep, personal readings with me. If I haven't mentioned it, I can't remember if I did. Personal readings with me, phoenixkeiatarot.com, link down there in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.